Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I decided to recreate a look for you guys that you were requesting to see from Instagram. It is this look right here. Just in case you guys don't know, my Instagram is at eljalbeauty and I do post makeup photos on there and photos of makeup. And if you guys like anything that you see, then you can request a tutorial. I used the Anastasia artist palette to create this look because a lot of you guys were requesting a look with the shade yellow in this palette, so I incorporated that into the eye look today. If you guys like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and if you guys want to see how I created this look, then just keep on watching. So I already have my base on because I was filming a how to use a beauty blender tutorial. So I already have my foundation on, and the first color that I'm going to go in with is the shade Vanilla Bean from Makeup Geek, and I'm just setting this down as a base just so that everything that we put on top of it blends out a little bit more easily, because I do have foundation and concealer on my lids and I want to make sure that it is set. So the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with Makeup Geek's Peach Smoothie, and this is just how I start a lot of my eyeshadow looks, and so do most people in their tutorials on YouTube, just because it is just a great transition shade just to kind of throw in the crease. You can't really see it too much once you put shadows on top of it, but it does make the blending process a lot easier. I'm not putting too much into the crease because I like to go from light to darkest, just because when you put a dark shadow down just like right off the bat, ooh, honey, you're gonna have a hard time blending that out. Next, I'm just going to take a little bit of Frappe from Makeup Geek as well, and I'm just going to blend that over top of Peach Smoothie. Oh my god, I don't know if you guys follow me on Twitter. My Twitter's at Eliana, but I tweeted the other day that I dropped one of my Z palettes and 6 of my eyeshadows broke, and it was so depressing. I didn't know what to do with myself. I was just so upset. I didn't even take a picture of it because I didn't want to remember that sad moment in time. Okay, so now that we have some transition shades built up in the crease, we are going to go ahead and go in with our artist palettes. So the first shadow that I'm going to take from this palette is Orange You Fancy, and this is actually my favorite shade in the palette, no joke. And I'm taking that on a Sigma E25 blending brush. This is just a travel size, and I am going to start building up this color in the crease right on top of where we put those other shades. So we're just going to be blending this color, and I'm taking it in the inner corner a bit just because I want it to be there. And I'm just going to kind of wing it out slightly. Let's just create a bit of a shape over here. Okay, so now that we have that color built up into the crease, I am going to start creating the darkness. So the first shade that I'm going to take is Dusty Rose, and I'm just taking that on a Sonia Kashuk pencil brush, and I am going to place that right on the inner corner of my eye. Now we are going to build up some colors here, because when I created this look originally, I just went straight in with the darkest color, and that was a huge mistake. It took forever to blend out. So we're just putting Dusty Rose on the inner and outer corner of our eye. So imagine your eyeball is split up in thirds. You're taking it on the inner and outer thirds, and you're keeping the inside blank. Okay, so now I'm just going to blend that out with my blending brush. So I'm just going to blend. I'm going to go ahead and blend the outer third first, and then I'm going to kind of connect it up here as I'm blending, and then blend the inner corner. Okay, so the next shade that we're going to be taking is the shade Aubergine. So that is this shade right here, and we are going to be placing that exactly over top of Dusty Rose. So just a little bit less. We don't want it to be too crazy. We're going to put a bit over here. And avoid the inner corner of your eye because we're going to highlight that later. So just put a little bit on the inner third and a bit on the outer. You can put a little bit more on the outer third because that's where you want the most darkness to be. You want it to be dark in the inner third as well, but the outer third is where you really want the business to be. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and blend that out. I kind of do like little swirly motions over this area, and then windshield wiper in the crease. Okay, so now just to blend out the edges a little bit, I'm going to take the shade Buttery on a big fluffy brush that we used in the beginning, and I'm going to kind of slightly diffuse the edges. So now here comes the fun part. We are going to add a bit of the color Phresh right onto the eyelid. So you can go ahead and use Punch Fuchsia or Unicorn as well, but I'm gonna go in with Phresh because you guys were requesting to use the yellow shadow. So I'm just going to be taking that. This is just an Urban Decay brush that came with one of the Naked palettes, and I'm just gonna go ahead and pack that in the little bit of the center area that we left blank. Dabbing that right there. We're just going to build this color up a bit. Now we're just going to take our blending brush and kind of blend these shades together. I'm just going around the edges, and now I'm going to go ahead and build up the vibrancy of the shadow again. Notice that I'm kind of pressing and patting the shadow down. We're going to get the most color payoff this way, and it's the easiest way to kind of blend this color into the other shades that are around it. Okay, so now I'm going to take the tiniest amount of Baby I'm a Star on my pencil brush, and I'm just going to put it on the outer third of my eye. So I'm going to be placing this over those other shades that we put down over there, and I'm kind of slightly taking it out and into the crease, and then we're going to blend that out. So I'm just going to take my blending brush and I'm going to dip it into Dusty Rose ever so slightly, and I'm going to start blending out this color because it is intense. So let's just go ahead and blend it on out. And take your time with this because it's going to take a little bit of time. Okay, so now I'm just going to take a little bit of that yellow shade again and build up the vibrancy, because as we blend it is kind of losing its oomph. So now we're going to take our big fluffy blending brush, go into Buttery again, and slightly just diffuse the edges, while also kind of ever so slightly adding a bit of a brow highlight, because we want to keep this area free of color. So the first color that I'm going to take on the lower lash line with my pencil brush is going to be Orangey Fancy. I'm just going to go ahead and take Orangey Fancy and lay it down nice and close to the lash line. Okay, so now I'm going to take the shade Anaconda, which is this beautiful green shade right here, and I'm taking it just on this Urban Decay brush. Again, this was from the Electric palette, and I'm going to press this on the lower lash line. Now I'm just going to sit here and layer up this color until it is as intense as I want it. Okay, so now as an inner corner highlight, I'm going to be using the Mary Luminizer by The Balm, and I'm just going to be placing this, obviously, in the inner corner. So now I'm just going to add some liquid liner. You guys can use gel, clay, whatever you want to do. Okay, so to bronze my face, I'm using my Makeup Forever Pro Fusion Bronze in the shade 25L. I'm going to add a little bit of Hoola Bronzer to contour. So for highlight, I'm using the Becca Opal highlighter. I finally bought it. And so for blush today, I'm just gonna have some fun. I'm gonna use the Clinique Blush Pop in the shade Pansy Pop. I don't know, I just think it's a really cute color. Pop it on. Okay, so cute. And I'm going to throw on some lashes. I'm using the House of Lashes Lash Glue with the Lola V lashes. This is the style LV805. For my lips, I'm going to use the Too Faced lip liner in the shade Perfect Nude. And for lips, I'm going to be using the Sephora Cream Matte Lip Luster in the shade Fig. I hope that you guys enjoyed this tutorial. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. Leave your suggestions below for any tutorials or videos that you guys want to see in the future because I would love to do them for you. Thank you guys so much for watching and I will see you in my next video. Bye.